It's that time of the season here in Utah when the weather is getting warmer. One of the things that every one of us checks is our AC working for the hot summer. Mike, when a customer brings in their car for an AC service checkup, what exactly is involved?
Okay, well, it depends on what the customer complaint is really. If they are complaining of absolutely no cooling at all, usually what happens is that there's been a leak of the Freon. These hoses have a tendency of leaking, or there's O-rings in here, things of that nature. And what we do is we will evacuate the system, get rid of all of the air. We will charge it with a couple of pounds of Freon necessary to test it. There's 3 different systems in the air conditioning. There's electrical, there's mechanical, there's the Freon. And what we do is if the customer absolutely has no Freon in it, then it's leaked out somewhere. When we service the vehicle, we pull a vacuum on it. That way it's going to boil out any moisture that's in the air, which takes up volume. We're going to inject it with the proper amount of Freon according to the manufacturer. And then we're also going to add some dye to it. And then what that dye does, it's if there is a leak on there, then our technicians, our ASE certified technicians, are going to get some special UV glasses on there with a black light, and they'll look at all of these different connections where the O-rings are at. There's an O-ring here, there's an O-ring back here. All of those components will be checked out. Now, if it's not cooling as well as it should, it could be a little bit low on Freon. We do a diagnostic procedure very similar to when you go into a doctor. They'll check your blood pressure and they'll make sure that the heart's pumping. There's a component called an air conditioning compressor. It's just like a heart. It pulls Freon in, compresses it, pushes it out.
Is it here where I can see?
You know, that's a good question. On this particular vehicle, it's kind of difficult to see, but it's right down there.
Okay, I can see it, right where the hoses end
up.
Yeah, right
where the hoses go in.
It's like it's hard to get to, too.
It is, it is. And then another component that's commonly overlooked in the newer vehicles is a component called a cabin air filter. It's like a HEPA filter that we have in our homes and our offices. A lot of the times the HEPA filter isn't replaced. It restricts the cool air that's needing to be going into the passenger compartment. And then the customers think that they have an air conditioning problem where really it's nothing more than a $35, $45 cabin air filter that hasn't been serviced.
So the air conditioning system is another body component that has to be checked regularly.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. I like to recommend my clients getting this checked out before it gets hot. That way we can expedite the repair or the diagnostics, so you're not waiting in line to get your air conditioning service, because we're all about preventative maintenance. We want to make sure that your vehicle is prepped, ready for you when you need it, not when it's broken.
So schedule your AC checkup service today. You can actually schedule it along with your lube, oil, and filter change at its recommended interval.